So we are going to see about social networking and ethical issues. So what are the objectives of this particular session? Okay. So we will be knowing what are social networks, how do people use them, and what are some of their practical business uses. Okay, so this is the prime objective for this particular session, right, about social networking. Then, what is a virtual life community, and what are some of the ethical issues associated with such a community? And then, what are some of the key ethical issues associated with the use of social networking websites? So all together, we are going to see about social media, social networking, the practical business uses, right, in terms of social networking, and more importantly, the key ethical issues associated with the use of this social networking website. Right, moving on. What is a social networking website, right? So here I have given like a pyramid, okay, where you can find various explanations about a social networking website. So firstly, it creates an online community of internet users that eliminates the barriers created by time, distance, and cultural differences. Right? So this is the very simple definition of a social networking website. Okay, you can see the second half of the first definition, which eliminates the barriers. So barriers here are time, distance, and cultural differences. In earlier days, when people are, if they are in a different places, right? Earlier, they were not able to, get connected. Okay, but of course, later on, the telephone, they used telephone. Okay, that is just for a, occasional connection, right? But nowadays, you can see everybody are connected. That too, using all these social networking websites. So, when we post something, but no, before that, before we, post something, we are becoming a member, okay, of a particular social networking website. So to say, if I'm talking about an Instagram, so we are becoming a member, okay, registered user of Instagram. And then, as you all know, we will, collect, or we will send invites, or maybe other people will, they will ask us to be connected, like sending invite from their side, the request, through which, the people are getting connected, by which we are eliminating the barriers called as distance. And of course, again, there is no restriction of time. Whenever we are, taking our device, we are getting inside the application, we are exploring it, checking the notification. So there is no restriction. And of course, cultural differences. Then, what is the primary use of the website? They use the site to interact with friends, family members, and colleagues they already know. Okay, but nowadays, even the new people also, they are getting connected. If it is a genuine case, even new people are, they tend to get to know each other. They become friends. Then again, it allows people to interact with others online by sharing the opinions, insights, information, interests, and experiences, right? So this is about the post we make or we post. Then members may also wish to develop new personal and professional relationships. Uh, Again, there are more than 314 or 15 million social network users worldwide, but this is something, it may be an older one. Nowadays, it may be even more, right? Then popularity increasing mostly rapidly among those aged 50 and older. Okay. Then endless range of interests and a wide range of social networking websites catering to those interests. Then average visitor spends almost 6 hours per month. If this is an offline class, I think this point is much interesting for us to discuss. But again, I would say this is something an older statistics. But if we say this particular point, really it looks funny because, but again, they are saying it as an average visitor. Okay, average visitor spends almost 6 hours per month. Okay, but again, even an average visitor may be, they would have increased in their visiting hours, right? So this is how we are building, or we are getting to know what is a social networking website. So putting all together, all these statements, okay, so we can describe what is a social networking website. Fine. Moving on, you can see these are all very familiar social networking websites, starting from Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, MySpace, right? Then Ning tagged Google Plus, right? But again, I would say all these are something outdated, okay, the statistics. If we are taking the current statistics, it might be even more. There are many more, social media networking websites are in existence nowadays. Social media applications, we are using right now. Okay, so again, you can see what are all the estimated unique monthly visitors. But nowadays, we will not say as a monthly visitor, we would say as a daily visitors, right? I think almost 90% of the people maybe, okay, they may be using, or they may be having the accounts on various, social media websites, or I would say more than 80% at least, right? But still there are people maybe in a remote places. But nowadays, all people are, they are having the practice of having a smartphone in their hands, having an active account on all the social media platforms. Right. So far we have seen what is a social networking website and what are all the websites, right? But there are only very limited list that I have given as per the textbook. But there are again even more, networking websites available. Now, how can we connect the business applications of online social networking? Right now, in this particular slide, I would like to connect certain day-to-day life activities. Every social networking website are interconnected with the online shopping websites that you would be knowing that. If we are, browsing for any product online, immediately, that pop-up or that advertisement will again come into our own page, the home page, or our Instagram page or Facebook page that recently we have browsed or we have searched for certain products. Now, how are they, how did they get connect, right? That is what the point. So this is how the business is also using the social networking. Okay. So what is social network advertising? So it uses the social networks to communicate and promote the benefits of products and services. Now, the point should be made clear. So here, the advertising means not only the products that we have recently searched for it, but also, nowadays we are getting some default, uh, the ads, advertisements, okay, in between our posts, because we will be just scrolling down to see or to check all other, our friends' posts. But in between them, we would see some advertisements here and there, right? It may be related to us, or it may not be related to us, but somehow all these advertisements, they would come in. Okay. So this is what the business applications, okay, so in social networking, or the advertisements related to social networks. So what are all the strategies they follow, okay, to have a business related uh, social networking? Because they are, the people who are making this as a business, they are trying as much as possible to take their products. It may be a product, it may be something else. Anyway, it is related to advertisement. So these people, okay, the business-oriented people, always they try themselves to somehow the advertisement has to reach the people, whomever using the social media. So somehow the business-oriented people take all these advertisements to us. Now, what are the strategies they follow? Okay, the social network advertising strategies. One is direct advertising. Again, we would have experienced this. We will be having some banner ads on social networking website. Okay, you would say either the site, it may be on the left pane or right pane, or even, as I said, it may be in between the posts. Okay, so in what way the advertisement agencies or the business-oriented people, they approached the social networking websites to take their advertisement to the it is not customers, to the users. Okay, the social media users. Then advertising using an individual's network of friends. So people frequently make decisions based on inputs from their close group of friends. Okay. Now again, the ethical issue is arising here. So ethical issues with exploiting an individual's personal relationships for the financial benefit of a company. Uh, you know, again, these sort of advertisements are something, it may be useful, sometimes it may not be useful. Okay, and sometimes it will trigger the users to, to check that particular product or that particular advertising website, so that, automatically we, or the people, they, they get the mindset that somehow we have to take the product or buy the product. So ultimately, at the end of the day, the company is, getting the financial benefit. Not only the company, based on that, because anyhow they are, the social networking website and maybe a company, okay, the advertisement company or any product based, or who is making the advertisement. Anyhow, they would have made an MOU, okay, some agreement with them, right? So this is about direct advertising, but there are indirect advertisings also through groups. Like interested users can join by becoming fans, uh, because, again, these are all some of the key words like fans, followers. Like they will, if they are following it, or if they are becoming the fans, ultimately they will be, somehow they will get into the advertisement, somehow they will get into the product, and somehow, they will have a mindset, right? But sometimes the fans gained in this manner may not remain loyal. Again, the ethical issue is arising here. Okay, all the time, we cannot expect everybody will be loyal, right? So that is where all the ethical issues are arising. See, nowadays, social media is good enough, fine. But at the same time, it is again as danger. Uh, I would not say as a dangerous, but still, how effectively are we using that, right? Because there are many ethical issues arising because we are core into ethics, right? So as a matured human being, so we have to be very careful, very cautious on all these traps. Then there are again certain other strategies also. Company-owned social networking website, right? Then viral marketing. So these are all certain social networking advertising strategies. So I said social networking is again having a close connection between uh, that particular website and also the other advertisement related, like it may be an Amazon website or Flipkart website, whatever it is, or it may be just simply an XYZ website. Okay. Why I am saying it as an Amazon or Flipkart, as I said, we would have got into Amazon website for some product to search for a product. Then the same product from Amazon that will be popped in our, when we are scrolling it down, then you can see a small advertisement that has been, that has been fixed inside our page. Okay, so this is what the tie-up they are making it, right? So these are all one of the famous strategies nowadays. I think all these people are using this as a direct advertising. So as we have seen, there are various advertising strategies, like we can say it as a direct advertising and indirect advertising, under which we have seen some strategies. So moving on, as I said, you can see it indirect advertising through groups that we have seen in the previous slide. It is company-owned viral marketing. On the positive side, right, the use of social networks in the hiring process, I think this seems to be interesting, right? Again, the statistics says 89% of recruiters, they use some form of social media in the recruiting process. But we may not know how are they, what are the processes, what are the strategies they are following to recruit someone by using a social media. Okay, because nowadays all of us are users of different social media platforms, right? But nowadays, we are actively using this LinkedIn, right? But LinkedIn is again a professional social media platform where all our professional things are being, that can be updated, that can be shared. So there are many recruiters, fine. But again, statistics says 89% of recruiters, they use the form of social media in the recruiting process. Many a times, employers do look at the social networking profiles of job candidates. That is why there is a positive side and also a negative side. So all these, this particular site is on the positive side because, in our real world scenario, even the recruiters, they look at the social networking profile, okay, of their job. I mean, the candidates who have applied for the job. So by looking that itself, they are making certain judgments about a particular person, right? There again, it reflects your personality. So again, we should be very, very cautious when we are using social media. Uh, Sometimes uh, companies may reject the candidates. Sometimes, if a candidate has applied for a job and he is having an active social media page, and who posts something like information about their drinking or drug usage, then provocative or inappropriate photos, discriminatory remarks relating to race, gender, or religion, any confidential information that has been shared, okay, that has been posted by that particular person. So, again, they have again revealed what are all the ways they they follow, okay, to reject any application based on social media profile viewing, okay, checking. Then employer cannot legally screen the applicants based on race or ethnicity. Okay, this is something logic, but there are some cases. But members of social networking websites frequently, they provide some immoral activities, right? Marital status, sexual orientation, religion, political affiliation, okay, who are actively involving in such sort of activities, like, you know as it is mentioned, listed. Again, the candidates will be screened, they will be filtered. Personal photos, they may reveal a disability or users race or ethnicity. Then individuals may reveal data that are protected by civil rights legislation, because though we are unrestricted to post anything, but still there are some sensitive data that has to be restricted for posting, right? So if any individuals, they reveal certain data, right? And if that individual has applied for any job and that employer has checked this particular activity, immediately they are, their application is rejected, right? So as a first year student, okay, now it is an eye opener to all of us, especially to the active users of social media platforms. Please understand, we have to make use of all these in a positive manner, right? We are all grown-ups, matured human beings. Um, you're all matured adults, right? So you know better how to use your social media effectively, right? So that should help you in your professional life as well, right? So in this manner, in this context, I think hereafter you have to follow certain things, right? Anyhow, we are all genuine people. I hope you are all already having a very decent, genuine social media usage. But still, again, you have to reevaluate yourself, how effectively you are using it. Are they helping you to be, in a very professional manner, or does they do they do they uh, bringing any immoral things for you? Okay, so we have to reevaluate ourselves. Okay, so please make sure that you are using your social media uh, effectively. Okay, and that should bring a greater professional life in your, for your personal things, and also it should be a useful for the society as well. Okay, so we have to be very careful in the last 2 points, right? So we have to be very, very careful. Please have your social media platforms usage for a genuine things, right? Avoid any immoral things to be happened, right? Then social use of social media to improve the customer service. Again, the customer service, how social media can help, okay, to improve the customer service. So consumers use social networks to share their experiences, both good and bad. Okay, and also they seek help and advice on how to use products more effectively and how to deal with special situations. Unless organizations monitor social networks, customers are left to resolve questions and issues on their own, risking loss of customers and the future sales. So again, we are all the users of various social media platforms. Now the customer service also is being, when we are using some social media, how do they, improve the customer service? Okay, in terms of consumers, stakeholders, right, company-oriented people. So how it has been effectively improving while the usage of social media. Right, I would say that social shopping websites, which is what your we can say it's an e-commerce website online like Flipkart, Amazon, right? Nowadays, as I said, they are having some understanding, with each other. So combination of combining two highly popular online activities, which is shopping and social networking. Okay. So nowadays, again, online shopping is ruling the world. Though people go physically to a shop, they buy products. Okay, that is something different. But still, there are equally the people, okay, who are relying completely on online shopping. But again, partial people, they go for online shopping, physical shopping, and so on. But anyhow, online shopping is inevitable, okay, in today's world. Now, when we are talking about social shopping websites, that means these are the two popular online activities. Now, shoppers and sellers can share information and make recommendations while shopping online. Then revenue is generated through retailer advertising or by sharing with retailers data about their members' likes and dislikes. We are making certain analysis called a sentimental analysis, right? I think you'll be knowing that. When we are, it is not only about usage of social media, but also it is about, the getting the reviews for any online shopping. We are going for any reviews and ratings. Based on the reviews and ratings, likes and dislikes, positive reviews, negative reviews. Okay, so everything is known to the people. Okay, now the point is the shoppers and the sellers. Okay, so they share the information and they make the recommendations also. Okay, based on the analysis. That is what I'm saying. It is a sentimental analysis. We have positive feedback, negative feedback. Neutral one. Okay, higher ratings, lower ratings, average, neutral. Everything is shared. Okay, based on the recommendations, and then the revenue is also generated. Okay, so through the members' access, likes, dislikes, right? Then retailers, they can design the product improvements based on input and get the ideas for new product lines. And again, it is a great way for small businesses to boost the sales, right? So nowadays, as I said, social shopping websites is something two popular online activities. If they are having an understanding, in between our social media usage, then and there we see those advertisements. The recommendations are made when we are doing any online shopping based on the analysis, based on the previous experience, historical data, right? And it is a very great way for a small businesses to boost their sales. Uh, Here there are some sample of social shopping websites. Okay, that is listed here. Uh, so where your social media and also the shopping websites are, they are having some, uh, the interconnections or understanding about each other, memorandum of understanding, how, the advertisements are made. Okay. So here there are some social shopping site. You can see the third point where we are having our uh, regular Facebook and Twitter. So they are, which is called as just to bought it. Okay. Which is a social shopping site where Facebook and Twitter app for capturing product recommendations from the online community. So users can post a photo or screenshot online, share their purchases, and comment on what others are buying. So this is something a vice versa. It can be done in the social media usage. And also you can see, as I said, there are some reviews, ratings that is on the other side on any e-commerce online website. Now the point here is the social shopping site, which is useful, that would take all the information related to any product that has been purchased or that has been uh, given any review on that. Any users, they would have posted that they would have recently purchased. They may share their views. They may comment it. They would have even seen some uh, positive things about the product that they have bought. Okay, so everything. Okay, all putting together, we are having a social shopping website. Right. So with this, I will close for today.